600 Meta employees received termination notices last week. But here's what makes this different from every other tech layoff this year. These weren't customer service reps. They weren't administrative staff. They weren't even regular software engineers. They were AI researchers. The people building the technology that's supposed to replace everyone else's job. Meta just laid off the AI team with AI. Welcome to Adapt or AI. If you thought the irony of AI companies laying off workers was peak absurdity, you haven't seen anything yet, because Meta just proved that even the people building AI aren't safe from AI. Today, we're breaking down what happened at Meta's fundamental AI research labs, why 600 of the world's top AI scientists just lost their jobs, and what this signals about who's actually safe in the AI revolution. Spoiler alert, nobody. On October 22, 2025, Meta announced approximately 600 layoffs across its AI research division. Specifically, the cuts hit FAIR. That's Fundamental AI Research, Meta's premier AI lab. The division responsible for some of the most significant breakthroughs in artificial intelligence over the past decade. FAIR was founded in 2013 by Yann LeCun, one of the godfathers of deep learning. He literally won the Turing Award, the Nobel Prize of Computing, for his work on AI. FAIR has published groundbreaking research on computer vision, natural language processing, and reinforcement learning. These are world-class researchers, PhDs from MIT, Stanford, Carnegie Mellon, people who've published papers with thousands of citations. The elite of AI research, and Meta just cut 600 of them. The official reason? Mark Zuckerberg sent a memo explaining that Meta is reorganizing to focus resources on our highest priorities. He said the company needs to be leaner and more efficient as it scales its AI infrastructure. Translation: we're spending $150 billion on AI data centers and GPU clusters. We can't afford to pay 600 researchers when we have AI that can do their work. Let me be clear about what FAIR does. This isn't applied AI. They're not building features for Instagram or optimizing ad targeting. FAIR does fundamental research. Blue sky projects, long-term scientific investigation into how AI works. They published the research that led to PyTorch, Meta's open-source AI framework used by millions of developers worldwide. They've contributed foundational work on large language models, computer vision, and robotics. This is the research division that makes Meta a leader in AI, and they just cut 600 positions from it. Now, here's where it gets darkly ironic. According to reports, Meta is increasingly relying on AI to assist with AI research itself. Tools that can generate code, run experiments, analyze results, and even suggest new research directions. In other words, Meta built AI that's good enough to replace AI researchers, and then they laid off the AI researchers. That's not speculation. Yann LeCun himself has talked publicly about how AI is transforming AI research. In interviews, he's described how large language models can now assist with coding, literature reviews, and experimental design. The problem? Those tools work so well that Meta doesn't need 600 people doing that work anymore. They need maybe 200, plus a lot of GPUs. Let's talk about who got cut. According to sources familiar with the layoffs, the cuts were distributed across multiple FAIR locations: New York, Paris, London, Menlo Park. Teams working on natural language processing, computer vision, and robotics all saw reductions. Some of the affected researchers had been with Meta for over a decade. Senior research scientists with publication records that most academics would envy. People who dedicated their careers to advancing the field. And they found out via email. Standard Meta HR process. Your position has been eliminated. You have 90 days to find another internal role. If you can't, here's your severance package. Good luck. The timing is particularly brutal. Meta is simultaneously laying off AI researchers while investing $150 billion in AI infrastructure. They're building massive data centers, buying hundreds of thousands of NVIDIA GPUs, scaling up their AI capabilities at unprecedented speed. But they're doing it with fewer humans. Mark Zuckerberg has been clear about his vision. He wants Meta to be the leader in artificial general intelligence. He said publicly that Meta's goal is to build AGI and make it widely available. Apparently, that vision requires a lot of computers and a lot fewer people. Now let's zoom out. Because this isn't just about Meta, this is a pattern. In the past year, OpenAI has restructured multiple times, cutting roles even as the company's valuation skyrocketed. Google's DeepMind merged with Google Brain and eliminated redundant positions. Anthropic, despite raising billions, has been selective about hiring and has a remarkably small team for a company of its valuation. The pattern is clear. AI companies are using AI to reduce their need for humans. Even in AI research, and here's why that matters. For years, the advice to workers worried about AI has been, learn AI skills, become an AI engineer or researcher. That's a safe career path. Meta just proved that wrong. If AI researchers aren't safe, who is? Let me read you a quote from one of the affected FAIR researchers, posted anonymously on Blind, the tech worker forum. Quote, I spent 8 years getting a PhD in machine learning, 5 years at Meta doing fundamental AI research. I've published papers on transformer architectures and multimodal learning, and I just got automated out of my job by the technology I helped create. The irony is not lost on me. That's the moment, right there. The people who built the automation that's eliminating jobs are now being eliminated by their own creation. Now here's the question nobody wants to ask. If Meta can cut 600 AI researchers and still pursue AGI, what does that say about the value of human intelligence in this process? Is AI research becoming just another routine cognitive task that AI can do better, faster, and cheaper? The answer appears to be yes, at least for certain types of research. Running experiments? AI can do that. Analyzing results? AI can do that. Writing code? AI definitely can do that. Literature reviews? AI crushes that. Even generating hypotheses for new research directions, AI is getting pretty good at it. What's left for human researchers? High-level strategic thinking, deciding which problems are worth solving, understanding the social and ethical implications, creative intuition about fundamentally new approaches. But here's the problem. Those skills are subjective, hard to measure, and therefore hard to justify paying 600 salaries for. When a CFO looks at a research division and sees that AI tools can handle 80% of the grunt work, they start asking, do we really need 600 people? Or could we do this with 100 people using better tools? Meta just answered that question. Now let's talk about what this means for you, even if you don't work in AI research. First, understand that this invalidates the most common career advice of the last 2 years. Just learn AI is not sufficient protection, because even AI experts are being replaced by AI. Second, recognize the pattern. Meta didn't eliminate FAIR because they're moving away from AI. They're doubling down on AI. They just don't need as many humans to do it. That's the playbook every company is following. Invest heavily in AI. Use it to reduce headcount. Claim you're becoming more efficient. Third, notice who's actually safe. The people making strategic decisions, the executives, the people with power and equity. They're not getting laid off. The researchers, engineers, analysts, the people doing the actual work, they're expendable. This isn't about skills, it's about leverage. Now here's what Meta isn't saying publicly. According to internal sources, the company is planning to replace much of FAIR's research capacity with AI-augmented workflows. Smaller teams using advanced AI tools to accomplish what larger teams used to do. They're also shifting resources toward applied AI, building features for Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Less fundamental research, more product development. Why? Because fundamental research doesn't generate immediate revenue. But AI features that keep users engaged and clicking ads? That's money. Meta is making a bet. They're betting that the foundational AI research is largely done. The big breakthroughs have happened. Now it's just about scaling and application. And you don't need 600 PhDs for that. If they're right, this is the beginning of the end for large corporate AI research labs. Google might be next. Microsoft's research division could see cuts. Even OpenAI, despite the hype, might realize they're overstaffed. If they're wrong? Well, 600 unemployed AI researchers will probably be fine. They'll get hired by other companies or start their own ventures. But it sends a chilling message to everyone else. Even the most advanced technical skills aren't safe. Here's the uncomfortable truth. We've spent the last 2 years watching AI eliminate customer service jobs, administrative roles, and content creation positions. And the smart money said, don't worry, get technical skills, learn AI. That's the future. Meta just proved that the future includes AI eliminating AI jobs too. So what should you do? 3 things. 1. Stop believing that technical skills alone will save you. They won't. The AI researchers at Meta had world-class technical skills. It didn't matter. Skills are necessary, but not sufficient. What matters is strategic value. Are you making decisions that AI can't make? Are you in a position where you have leverage and equity? Are you building something you own? 2. Understand that AI augmented is code for we need fewer of you. When a company says they're using AI to make teams more efficient, they mean they're planning to reduce headcount every time. If your company announces new AI tools to help you be more productive, start looking for your next job, because you're being measured against an AI baseline. And when the AI can do your work adequately, you're gone. 3. Build a backup plan outside your current job. Freelancing, consulting, a side business, something you own. Because corporate employment in the age of AI is fundamentally unstable. Even if you're the smartest person in the room, even if you're doing cutting-edge work, even if you're literally building the AI that's transforming the world, you're still replaceable. Meta's message is clear. They value AI infrastructure more than AI researchers. They'd rather spend $150 billion on data centers than keep 600 world-class scientists employed. That's the new math of the AI economy. Machines over humans. Every time. If you work in tech and you're not worried yet, you should be. Because Meta just fired the people who were supposed to be the most secure. The experts, the specialists, the ones building the future. And if they're not safe, nobody is. The 600 researchers who lost their jobs at Meta this week aren't just statistics. They're a warning. A preview of what's coming for everyone else, because in the AI age, there are only 2 types of workers. Those who own the AI, and those who get replaced by it. 600 AI researchers just found out which category they're in. The question is, which category are you in? Subscribe to Adapt or AI for weekly coverage of the AI revolution. Next video. We interview a former FAIR researcher about what it's like to be replaced by the technology you created. Because this isn't theoretical anymore. This is real. This is happening. And if you're not adapting, you're next. Thanks for watching. And good luck out there. You're going to need it.